Today we're going to take a tour of downtown Atlanta and see some of the more historic sites that the city has to offer. And we're going to do it using a walking tour, specifically a food walking tour. And we're going to bring you along. We booked the downtown tour with Atlanta Food Walks, a company that specializes in tours that bring food and history together. This tour operates on Thursdays through Sundays and meets outside Pascal's restaurant downtown. So we waited out front to meet our tour guide, Joy. Once Joy arrived and got our small group together, she distributed some materials and it was time to head inside. There, in the shadow of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. himself, we enjoyed some of the same dishes that he might have had during his many late nights at the restaurant planning civil rights marches. Nice crisp fried chicken, cheesy grits and sweet potatoes were on the menu today, and they were all wonderful. With our first stop complete, it was time for the first leg of our nearly 2-mile walking tour, with stops along the way where Joy would share information about the city's history with us.
Pastor, so their meetings had to be late at night, which is wee hours in the morning. And it was said that Dr. King would jump up at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning and shout, "The work of the Lord cannot go forth unless we send out for some soul food." It was such a foodie.
We stopped at the smoke ring to sample some barbecue. Our plates included a selection of meats and sides, including a pork belly that was smoked to absolute perfection, probably my favorite bite of the entire tour. And for those of us who were of age and so inclined, a cocktail was offered. We just finished up stop 2 here at the smoke ring, got some barbecue, and now I'm told it's the longest haul of the entire trip. We're going to head on to the next stop now. So, we marched on across town, stopping for the occasional selfie and posing for some shots that Joy was nice enough to take and share with the group. We paused along the way to refuel on some juice and some kale chips. And after that, we made our way on to the last stop on our tour, Sweet Auburn Curb Market. My wife and I love these kinds of markets because we're all about fresh food. But because it was a Sunday, we noticed that many of the vendors weren't open. So if you really want to see this market in action, be sure to book your tour on a different day. The market might not have been bustling, but we weren't about to let that stop us from trying more Atlanta flavor. Like this great burger from Grindhouse Killer Burgers, a Sunday-only substitute for the South African meat pies offered at Panberry's. Although we didn't get to sample them, Joy talked about those meat pies with tremendous excitement. Another reason to maybe consider booking a day other than Sunday. Then we washed it all down with some honey tea and added a little bit of simple syrup because, hey, we're talking about the South here after all. Then we capped it all off with some popcorn and pralines from Miss Dees candy shop. After that, it was hugs all around from Joy, and our tour was over. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Professor Davis, the Wandering Chemist, giving Atlanta Food Walks 4 out of 5 Erlenmeyers. We just finished our food walk down here at the Sweet Auburn Curb Market. We enjoyed some burgers, some sweets over there at Miss Dees. And we got a few hours of daylight left, so we'll see if we can find something else to get into. If we do, you can bet I'm going to share it with you. I'll see you then. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and go to my blog at chemsurvival.com/thewanderingchemists for more detailed reviews of everything you saw here and more.